Hey, Patrick.
Yeah.
You know, it's funnier than 24.
Let me hear it.
25.
That's right.
Ah!
Oh, gosh. What are we doing here?
We're doing a podcast, man. Welcome back to the Podracer podcast.
I'm Noah, and that is Jordan.
And we got a lot in store for you today, folks. A lot of D23 announcements, a lot of just podcast announcements. But I want to start off, you had a birthday this weekend. How was your birthday, buddy?
It was my birthday. Oh, hold on. I'll show it for the podcast. This is so cool. Okay, so I got a sealed 1980 it's still in the freaking packaging, dude.
So cool.
The soundtrack of Empire Strikes Back. It's
so cool.
It is like fully copyrighted 1980. It is a deluxe 2 record set, includes full color booklet, which is a good thing, that tells the story of Empire Strikes Back in words and pictures. Pictures.
That's awesome.
Come on, man.
Are you gonna open it or are you gonna keep it sealed?
Oh, I'm gonna pop this sucker open, dude. I'm opening this. I'm a fully out of box collector when it comes to pretty much anything.
Heck yeah.
Come on, man.
That's an awesome birthday gift, dude. Happy birthday.
It is.
Everybody wish Noah a happy 25th birthday. Freaking
25.
Old man over here. No, so speaking of the podcast, episode 3, we're rebranding. These mugs are now obsolete.
First edition.
They're first edition.
1 of 2.
OG. Yeah, 1 of 2.
That's
These are the only 2 of the original logo ever. We'll throw up a picture. Obviously, it's on all the social medias now. But this is the new podcast logo. We got a lot of fun ideas with this logo. We're just making upgrades as we roll with this podcast, so just bear with us. We still haven't even had our TikTok debut yet, which should be coming this week. So if you're from TikTok, what's up?
What up?
Fun stuff in store for this pod. How are you liking it? You liking hosting a podcast, Noah?
It's very fun. It's very fun to be hosting a podcast. I will say, to trying to be as creative by yourself to make your own stuff is tough.
Hard. It's hard.
Having someone else as a support, almost like a security blanket, when if you're feeling like not creative in any way, the other person is usually there because they're usually on. So
yeah,
it's great. It's
been fun, and I've loved talking to you more often with it. It's been great, and it's only gonna get better from here. So
of course,
if you haven't followed us, hit the follow button on everything. Hit the subscribe. Subtle plug. Anyways, D23, man, we had a lot of shit come out.
It's the happiest time of the year.
Yes,
oh,
dude,
man.
It's like Christmas, man. Christmas in August.
We got Comic-Con and
August.
then D23. I promise, I really hope that next week there's not going to be another convention that we have to do another whole announcement for.
Yeah, it's just it's so much information.
So much.
My brain is it's been way too much in research mode, and I'm ready to just have fun with you. But
absolutely,
I mean, we gotta talk about these things. We can't not talk about these things. Of
course, D23. Let's start it off, Sutton.
We'll do. So we had a lot of first looks, official trailers released. So we'll quickly touch on those. And then we'll get into the more things that are brand new being announced. I'm going to take over on movies, TV shows. Noah, you'll touch Disney parks because there's a lot of stuff about the Disney parks.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, bet. All right, let's run through the first look, teaser, trailer type stuff we got. So Moana 2, I'm super stoked about that.
Super excited for Moana 2.
Yeah, I loved the first one. I think the only thing I'm really kind of nervous about is the music. The music was banger in the first one. This better be just as good.
I hope they're bringing back Lin-Manuel Miranda to do the music for this one.
I think I heard that they're not.
That's
why I'm nervous.
That's sad. Okay.
Yeah, I'm not 100%. For sure about
that.
But that's what I'm scared about. So that should be coming out November 27th. The trailer came out for that one. They also announced a live action Moana for 2026. I think that has the potential to be something good as well. But again, they just got to do it right.
I feel like it's a little too soon for the sequel then live action, you know?
I agree, but I mean, this podcast will learn. I hate Disney live actions. They just do them so dirty.
It's her favorite.
It's literally the worst thing ever. Speaking of Disney live actions, we got a Snow White teaser officially.
Yeah.
I remember there was a lot of drama about that a couple months ago with the dwarves and everything. So who knows if they fixed that. I could give two shits, to be honest, but there.
Tell me why the only time I've actually heard about this movie is when the writer strike happened, and it was just the chick that's now playing Snow White was just shit talking the entire movie.
Oh, shit talking the entire movie.
It's like, dude, it hasn't even come out yet, and you're gonna make Disney shelf it as soon as the writer strike is done. But
yeah, and I mean, call me a racist if you want, but why is Snow White? Is she Mexican? I don't even know what her ethnicity is, but why is she not the whitest actress we've ever seen? You know what I mean?
I don't know.
It's in her name. It's the same shit with the Little Mermaid. How Halle Bailey? I don't remember her name.
Halle Bailey.
A black actress. I know she did a great job. I have no problem with that, but it's when you have these classic characters. I just why, dude? Just keep it to they change too much stuff, and I feel like Disney tries to be too woke in certain areas.
Yeah, I think they change it for the sake to change it, so it could be it's not as original because now we have a black actress that's playing this character, or we have another. I don't know, man. I think it would be.
Call me close-minded. I don't know. I don't like when they get away from source material. Is my biggest issue with it. I know from what I heard, Halle did a great job. Again, it's just I don't love these Disney live actions. I think they do too much with them, and it pisses me off.
Yeah.
Other live action news. We got a first look at Lilo and Stitch. Well, really, just what Stitch is gonna look like.
Bro,
he looked banging.
Stitch looks good.
He looked good.
Looks good. And
he looked good.
I'm excited to see what they're going to be doing with the story because it's heavily rumored. Obviously, they haven't released footage or anything about the script, but it's heavily rumored that they don't have Cobra Bubbles in it.
Excuse me?
Cobra Bubbles from Child Protective Services. Homie ain't in it.
So what's the plot then? That's the whole plot, is she's being taken away from her sister. And then aliens show up.
This is going to be a Stitch movie. Lilo is going to be a very heavy side character in Lilo and Stitch. Yeah.
Oh my god, I hate that.
Yeah.
I hate that so much.
I hate it too.
Disney, if you are listening.
They're not, but
please,
man.
For the love of all God.
Bring back Cobra.
Put Cobra Bubbles in your movie. I mean,
put him in the movie.
Oh, wow, that's crazy. See, this is what I'm talking about. These goddamn live actions. Anyways, okay.
They make a lot of unnecessary changes for, I don't know, to tell a better story for themselves. But come on, there's a reason why all these live action movies, suck.
Yeah, they suck. I think the only live-action movie that was good that I've liked that I've seen so far has been Maleficent, and that was an original story. It was not based off of Sleeping Beauty at all.
Plus, Angelina Jolie killed it.
The Cruella movie was great. That was not 101 Dalmatians at all. It was Cruella's story. Do more things like that, and stop taking my childhood and breaking it to pieces. Don't try to fix something that's not broken. You know what I mean?
If it ain't broke, don't fix. Disney, come on, dog.
It just gets me deep in my soul. I hate it. Okay, on to other things. Pixar now. We got some Pixar announcements.
Pixar!
We got a first look into Toy Story 5. Don't want it. I don't want that. They should have stopped at 3. That's 1, 2, and 3 is a perfect trilogy. Toy Story 5 is so unnecessary, and it's about goddamn iPad kids. Are you kidding me?
iPad kids. Bonnie had one job. when Andy gave her all of his toys, and that is to take care of them and give them purpose. And now she has an iPad, and she's going to be watching Cocomelon and Bluey all day, which I'm fine with Bluey.
Yeah,
but come on. And
I personally haven't seen the teaser yet, but like, how are they? Is Woody in it? How are they doing Woody? Because he left with Bo Peep at the end of number 4.
Right?
I mean, how is he coming back?
They showed like concept footage of it, and like he's like in all the drawings with all the toys in Bonnie's room.
So he's in it.
He's
so
in
like
it.
he just shows back up. He's like,
I don't know.
I didn't like being homeless. I'm coming back. Like, stupid. Don't do it. Like.
And apparently
I swear to God, I'm excited, but like all this stuff is just, it's too much.
It makes no sense because it's like, oh, technology is taking over, but in this case, like they're gonna be fighting like the villain in this is like tons of like rogue Buzz toys. So it's practically, which we've already seen in like the second one.
Didn't we already get that in the first one? No, it is the second one.
It is the second
one when they're at Alice Toy Barn.
Yeah.
Yeah, just.
Anyway, why?
Good Lord. I mean,
why?
Yeah, just that one hurts because Toy Story is big in my heart.
Those first 3 are
so
chef
good.
kiss.
So good.
So good.
I have never sobbed harder at the end of Toy Story 3. Like, it was a perfect ending.
Everyone sobbed. They sobbed twice. They sobbed once because they thought they were gonna all be burned to death, and then they sobbed again when. Like, how did they get away with that? And 2,
I don't know. That was
like,
and then Andy playing with the toys again. Yeah,
like,
it's just,
dude, it's okay.
If one of these iPads talks in this movie, I'm walking out of the movie theater. I can't do it. Now you got freaking tablets coming to life like the toys. I'm not gonna do it.
I do not need a freaking Kindle looking over at Buzz and being like, "Hey, bub." Like, I don't need to hear that. They talk at all. I'm walking out.
Hey, bub.
I'm walking out.
No, God, Jesus. Okay, we do have some 2 new animated movie announcemements. They're not really new. They are continuations. First one from Disney, we're getting Frozen 3. That's kind of the same thing. I feel like with Toy Story, it's like that one feels like a cash grab to me. I felt like 2 was a cash grab.
I feel 5 is more like a cash grab, but
5 is definitely a cash grab, but
3, yes, I guess.
I don't see where else they can take this Frozen story. Obviously, I'm not paid the big bucks to write Disney movies, but
I would assume
I don't
they're
know.
probably going to be leaving Arendelle and probably going to be going somewhere else. I guess that's the only thing. That's what's happening in Moana too. Like, she's going to be leaving the island to go for like another island. So like it only makes sense
all about
that
adventure now.
Like okay,
adventures
out there.
I like the
we
Frozen
get it.
cast a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point. No, I like the Frozen cast a lot, but that one's just like, we'll see how it goes. I don't know. That one's coming out in 2027.
The only thing that I need more from this third Frozen movie that we didn't get at all in the second Frozen movie, and that is more Oaken. I need Oaken. He's the one that goes, big summer blood. He had no lines in the second one.
He's got to make a comeback.
He needs to be a main character.
He needs to. 100%. 100%. Frozen 3 is actually just about Oaken. I'm fine with that one.
I'm fine with it. Let's go back to his hometown. Let's go back to where he's from. Let's go see let's see his story. Where he started.
I like it. Frozen 3, Oaken. I like it.
Yes.
I like it.
That's great.
Oh my God, he'd have a banger song about summer blowouts. It'd be great. So much yodeling. Oh, that'd be good. That'd be good. The other announcement though on the Pixar side, which I'm actually super stoked about, Incredibles 3.
Incredibles 3, dog.
That's gonna be banging. The first one, top 5 Pixar movie. Easy. The second one, story is not as good. But just seeing that family is just, I love them. The whole Jack and Edna Mode side of that movie was fantastic.
Edna's amazing.
Yeah, it's just that's such a great saga, and I'm so glad it's getting a trilogy now, or it's a great sequel movie original. I'm glad it's becoming a trilogy. I think that's gonna be really fun. I do want them to take more of the essence from the first one, put it into the third one, because I want that more. I like that the family aspect. I feel like we didn't super get that in the second one.
No,
So I
only
think
we got that like at the climax because like Elastigirl was away because in the first one it was
yeah.
Bob that was away, so it makes sense that they switched it this time. But now the third one they kind of like realized, oh, we can't be separated at all like this. To like
Yeah, I'd love to just see a badass family doing their thing. Jack is maybe a little toddler, like just running around with all of his crazy powers. It has potential to be an amazing movie.
I have a prediction, and if I'm right, like, ooh, this is gonna be fun. I think that they're gonna turn all the kids into like they're gonna make them all homeschooled because we're in school at the time. I feel like they're just gonna homeschool them to keep them all together, and they're gonna have like Edna be like a teacher or something, and that would be hilarious. I want that to happen.
That would be hilarious.
I want that to happen.
That would be hilarious. No, that'd be cool. Another movie announcement we got, Zootopia 2 is finally coming out.
Yes.
I love Zootopia. I love
Zootopia was great.
Zootopia. I think if they do this right, it's going to be another banger sequel we're going to get. Yeah, Judy Hopps and Nick Wilde. I just want to see them as cops driving through Zootopia and just like I want some other crazy like criminal villain just like wreaking havoc and they're just figuring it out. Like I love the detective aspect of it. I really want them to just do another case and it just go off the rails and they just save the day again. I think that'd be great. That's pretty much it on the animated Disney side of the house that I have. We have some other big Marvel announcements that we can get into.
Yeah, man.
Honestly, nothing was too like really announced. It was more official trailers, first looks into things. The one big announcement, which I know you're excited for, is Daredevil Born Again finally Daredevil's coming to the MCU officially in a TV show. I've heard it's basically just going to be a continuation of the Netflix show. I haven't seen the Netflix show. I need to watch the Netflix show. I know.
Brother,
I haven't seen anything.
The chef of Hell's Kitchen is back. And man, he's bringing the Punisher with him to the MCU. He's bringing all the original cast from the MCU. He's even bringing back the original screenwriters into the MCU. It's going to be so good.
Is he?
And
That's
it's going to
awesome.
be TVMA. So, bro, Disney's just pretty much being their own Netflix at this point, where they know that they don't need to answer to any sponsors. So we're just going to make like content that we know that the viewers want to see. And I feel like the success of Deadpool Wolverine has 1,000% be like, okay, they're comfortable with seeing stuff like this. Yeah. Let's roll with it. Because Daredevil in the Netflix
more mature
series.
side.
Yeah, definitely. Daredevil in the Netflix series was very like bloody and like very dark. And I think when Daredevil Born Again was first announced as that was going to be in production, because they had to stop and reshoot it and redo a whole lot of stuff on it. And
I know it was like up in the air if it was even going to happen.
It was scary, dude, because it was heavily, like everyone was saying it's going to get shelved. It's going to get shelved because they're doing reshoots. They need to rewrite the whole script. They're bringing on new people. Like, dude, like it's like, what's going to happen? And I think it's because they were having to write around the TVMA thing. And now that we're like, hey, we're just going to go TVMA with all this because Deadpool Wolverine's on the
Kevin
horizon.
Feige's giving the thumbs up on the more mature stuff. And Marvel's like, okay, here we go.
Dude, it's just going to be so good. That's probably the biggest thing I'm hyped for coming like next year.
Yeah, I'm excited too. I've heard just a lot of good things about the Daredevil Netflix show. So I'm excited to watch that and then 2, roll into seeing him in the MCU because we've seen him in She-Hulk. We've seen him with his brief cameo in No Way Home. So now they're finally giving him his own thing. I think it's going to be great. Another first look at Fantastic Four. We finally kind of see the family together a little bit. I'm super stoked for that. Agatha All Along got like an official trailer that comes out actually next month.
Next
so
month.
we'll talk more about that on the pod as the episodes come out.
Oh yeah.
And then the last thing Marvel wise is Ironheart. I think got more of a confirmed, like, we're putting this into production. I know that was another one kind of up in the air if it was going to even happen.
Yep.
So that's exciting.
They got Ryan Coogler at the helm. He directed both of the Black Panther movies, so he obviously had way more creative input when it comes to how this character is going to be in Wakanda Forever. And now that he's still going to be controlling that narrative, I think is a very smart move. And they had Queen Ramona herself. She even came up and is rumored. Well, I'm pretty sure she's going to be in the show too. But they had her like come up for a little bit and like talk about it. And obviously the Queen is dead, but I think it's going to be like visions and stuff, like kind of like the ancestral realm talking to Riri. But that's just an idea. Yeah. No. Cool.
Hopefully it's good. I'm getting a little fatigued with the MCU shows.
Yeah.
I kind of want them to just really focus on get these couple TV shows out. Agatha, like, who cares about Agatha? Ironheart, I don't know much about it. Like, don't super care about that. Daredevil, I think, is something exciting, but, like, I really want them to chill with the TV shows a little bit. So I'm hoping we get these couple ones, and then we can really kind of focus into whatever the next saga is, because this multiverse one's about to wrap up.
Yeah. And it's just like it's a little late that they're now starting to hit the gas a little bit.
Yeah.
But it's, we're getting
we'll
there.
see. The MCU, it's got a bumpy future, but I think a bright future.
Yeah. We'll see.
So we'll see. I missed one with the Disney because it's another thing I could care less. Mufasa trailer came out for that live action.
Oh yeah.
Disney with the Lion King live action. I don't know about you, I hated it. It was terrible.
Oh, dude, we saw it, and you even walked out being like, I did not care for that.
It was boring. I just you could just tell the actors were not in the same room.
Absolutely not.
I just didn't love it, and Mufasa's such a precious character. I'm nervous about that. And it's gonna be weird seeing him as a kid, but I guess that's the point. I'm optimistic that it's an original thing, like kind of how the Maleficent thing's an original thing, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Couple just random ones. Avatar 3 released its official name for the next movie. Avatar Fire and Ash. So we're really hitting this Avatar theme with all the elements on the head. We got the Fire Nation coming up next. We already got the Water Tribe. We got the Air Nomads in the first one. So I think that's kind of a funny theme, but I think it's gonna be super cool to see more of Pandora. And I love these movies so much. I thought Way of Water was better than the first one. So I really think James Cameron, there's no ceiling for him. I think these movies are just gonna get better.
I think he said that he was going to move every single Avatar movie into where it's discussing a whole element type deal. So it's getting me questioning, I guess, all right, now we're at fire. We did air. We did water. Now what is the next one? Earth? Does that mean that they're going to be coming back to Earth?
Well, it could be an underground species maybe.
It's just going to be a whole bunch of caveman Na'vi that haven't really evolved much, hasn't seen the sun in decades, but they're all underground, so you have all the crystallized rocks imagery everywhere.
That could be fire though, honestly. That would be pretty cool. I don't know what they would do for the fifth one.
Fire's the third one, but
Fire's the third one.
I'm excited for. I'm very excited for.
No, I just remember James Cameron when he was doing press for the second one, how he's already written all 5 movies.
Oh yeah.
And I know when he sent the third one, he had a page of notes. When he sent the fourth one, he had a couple sentences of notes. And then he sent the fifth one, and I think what the producers' notes was holy shit or or something, just one sentence. Wow. So that has me really optimistic about the future of this franchise. So I'm super stoked about that. The
Dang.
other random extra movie that's coming out, we're getting a new Tron movie. Tron Ares, I
Tron.
believe, is the
Yep.
name.
Yep.
I liked the Tron movies growing up. I haven't seen them in years.
I've never seen them at all.
Really?
Never seen one.
No, they're pretty cool. Good
I've
story.
I've heard that. I've seen that. I've been told that the visuals are really cool. The old one is like very nostalgic.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, it's the same thing for me with Blade Runner. Like, when I first saw Blade Runner, I didn't really like it. So I didn't really have any interest to see, like, the newer one that came out. Which I've been told it's not like Tron, but it's sort of like Tron. Because it's a reboot, but it still acknowledges stuff that may or may not have happened in the first. I haven't seen it, so I don't really know.
It's kind of like a sequel, but also a reboot, if I remember correctly. I think it's the like main character's son is the main character of the second one, and then I think the dad like pops up like a little bit. But yeah, no, I think maybe this might be a Tron revival, or they're at least trying to revive it. So something.
I mean, they got the
for.
Tron ride out in Walt Disney World, so they're like, hey, we might as well make a movie so we can advertise it more. So
yeah, for sure. Now we're on to the Star Wars news. Not much came of this, but some exciting things came from this.
Very exciting news coming from that.
Yes, sir. We got a official trailer for Skeleton Crew coming out December 3rd. We'll obviously talk about that as that comes out. But the thing I am stoked about, Andor Season 2 has officially been confirmed, 2025.
It is about
K2SO
time.
returns. We're
The
getting
King
12
is back.
episodes. The King is back, baby. I'm super excited to see that Han-Chewbacca relationship between the two of them.
God, they're going to be good.
I think that they're going to just really, like, connect this to Rogue One, like, really nicely. So
I think so, too.
I loved Season 1 as well. Slow start, but it ended with a bang. So
I agree.
Super stoked for Andor. And then the other thing we had, which I think I'm even more excited about, is the Mandalorian and Grogu movie. We got a first look at that. It's coming out May 22nd, 2026.
Why is it so far away?
Brother.
Ugh.
I'm so excited.
Jordan.
We got Mando and Grogu back in a Razor Crest. We got Zeb Aurelius showing up, finally from Rebels. He was missing in the Ahsoka series, so I'm sure that'll all connect.
We have Mando
Jon
and Grogu.
Favreau's directing.
Oh God, we got Chef freaking directing. We got Filoni producing and writing.
Yep.
We got Mando and Grogu in a chicken walker skiing down what hopefully should be Hoth, and then running away immediately from giant AT-ATs. Like, it's Star Wars, man. We're back.
Star Wars is back, dude.
We're back.
Mando's making his big screen debut. Pedro Pascal's a busy man.
Man, he's making so much money.
Yeah, Last of Us, Reed
man.
Richards' Fantastic Four, and The Mandalorian. Like,
It's
dog,
nothing but dubs for him.
Yeah,
Gosh.
I feel like he's the new Zoe Saldana, like just making his mark in each franchise.
He's in every single
He's gonna be in
production
everything.
meeting for everything, dude. That is hilarious.
Yeah, he's in everything. He's just back and forth from all the different studios. I love him. That's really it on the movie TV shows announcements I got. We got an exciting next couple of years, 2025, 2026, 2027. It's looking bright. It's looking
very bright. Very bright.
Yeah.
Oh,
all right, Disney
man.
Parks, man. Let's get
Well, it is a big, bright, beautiful tomorrow in the Disney Parks. Shining at the end of every freaking day, because we got a whole bunch of new attractions, lands, food places, in all kinds of different parks. And we're just going to run it down real quick. So we're going to start with Disneyland Paris. Only two things that were really announced for this. One is that there's going to be a Spider-Man attraction, and it is a full-on like ride. So it's not just going to be like a little stunt show or a Toy Story Mania type deal that we got in Cali.
Yeah.
It's going to be an actual roller coaster ride, so that's going to be freaking dope. And then next is a Lion King attraction that's going to be looking like a Splash Mountain Tiana's type log ride where you go down Pride Rock. But
it's about time Lion King gets a ride somewhere.
I was going to say, it's been a long
It's
time,
about time.
since The Lion King, and it's probably one of the biggest like movies that they've like really made. So like, yeah, why wouldn't they do
Yeah,
one?
it came out in the 90s, and it's still one of the best Disney movies ever made to this day.
Exactly.
Shocking
Exactly.
it doesn't have a ride somewhere, but that's going to be super fun.
That was only the two announcements in Paris. Now we're gonna be going to Florida, going to Walt
Yup.
Disney World, your neck of the woods, kinda.
Yeah, I need to go. I haven't been yet.
You need to go, dude. I haven't gone either, but I'm saying that you need to go because
No, I've never been. Yeah, I've never been. Now that I'm living in Georgia, I have no excuse. It's a 3.5-hour drive, so we'll eventually get out there. But let's hear it.
So first, I'm gonna start with the Magic Kingdom.
Okay.
We got Cars Land coming to Frontierland. I know that you're excited for that because it is going to be probably bigger than the one that's in California
Yes.
Adventure. The Radiator Springs is probably, like, the racers are probably going to be a whole lot faster.
Yes, dude.
It's bigger, badder, and better than
Getting
ever.
2 rides, right? I think it's getting 2 rides I saw.
Yep, it's getting 2 rides.
Yeah.
2 attractions. So
Super fun.
that's crazy. Next, we have Villain Land that's going to be coming out, and Disney's
dude.
finally giving love to all the bad
About
boys and
time.
gals. It's about time. I
time.
agree.
I
That
think
will
that was
also
the
have
thing
2
I saw
attractions.
I'm most excited about. Yeah, 2 attractions.
Yeah,
That's going to be sick.
It's gonna look all like dark and gloomy and like kind of like Forbidden Forest type deal. So like,
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be really really good.
Yeah, no, Disney has always been so upbeat with the princesses and all the good stuff. It's about time we get a dark villain area. So
I
that's
agree.
going to be amazing.
Oh, so good. Next, they have a new nighttime parade that they're going to be debuting in Walt Disney World, and eventually it'll
Love
probably
parades.
go out to the next parks. It's called
Yeah.
Disney Starlight. Not to be confused with Starlight from The Boys. She will not be in it, unfortunately. No, it's going to be a full
Just
nighttime
imagine she's at the end of the parade.
Everyone's
and
gonna
she's
be
just
like,
walking around with
"Is she
Huey,
a new
like-
Marvel superhero? Is she walking around with Huey?" Poor Huey. Oh man. Okay.
Oh, man.
So it's gonna be a full nighttime parade. Everyone has been saying that it's giving like electric light parade type deal. It's gonna have big, heavy feature floats of Coco.
That's going to be cool.
Frozen, Peter Pan, all that stuff. So you know that the
Yeah.
nighttime visual in Disney has always been fantastic. They're
Great.
probably gonna kill it when it comes to that.
That's going to be super sick.
I don't know about you, but I like the parades. I like to see them.
I like
think,
the parades.
I think the music is really cool, and I think the floats are always creative.
Yeah,
so I enjoy
parades are
them.
always fun, and it's always a great like way to just take a break from like walking around. So that's
100%
super
agree.
exciting.
1,000. And then lastly, in the Magic Kingdom, there's going to be a Pirates of the Caribbean tavern that's going to be opening up, and it's going to be
Nice.
super fully interactive for all kinds of families of all ages. And I'm assuming it's going to be sort of similar to what we saw in Dead Man's Chest, just how Tortuga, their taverns are just really crazy, and anything can happen and break out because that's a pirate's life. So I think it's going to be similar to that, where you just need to be in the tavern to see stuff happen.
Do you think the waiters are gonna be pirates and they're just gonna break out into like a bar fight?
More than
mid, like-
likely, I think that they're gonna be like, I think there's gonna be maids and servers, like kind of like dressed up.
Yeah.
And then if like pirates come in to kind of like start something, there might be like either another group of pirates or they just might just fight them themselves. And
yeah,
who knows?
That'd be funny.
That would be
That's
hilarious.
exciting.
Next, the Animal Kingdom. They only got announced kind of one big thing, and that is the Tropical Americas. This is what Dino Land is currently sitting. So a lot of big Walt Disney World fans, they know the ride Dinosaur. That whole ride and that area is going to be closing, and it's going to be called the Tropical Americas. It's going to be mainly based around, I think they said Indiana Jones, Encanto, and Coco. But there's going to
Nice.
be 2 attractions: an Encanto attraction, the very first Encanto attraction,
Yep.
and the very first Indiana Jones attraction at Walt Disney World.
Love it.
So that's going to
Fun.
be really cool. That's opening in 2027.
Nice.
Hollywood Studios, big
the big
thing
one.
that me and you have been talking about, and that
Yeah.
it's Monsters Inc. Land.
Heck yeah, dude.
Come on.
Woo!
Come on.
I
Like,
love it. No, that ride, first suspended ride. We're getting the
very
first suspended
yes,
roller
the
coaster.
very first suspended ride. You're going to be dangling as all the door shooters are going
Yep.
everywhere. Like we're going to be living that. We're probably going to be going through
That's
different
gonna-
doors and going through different worlds and stuff like
It's
that.
gonna be so cool.
So much fun.
It's
so
gonna
much
be
fun.
so fun.
The
I
main show
cannot wait.
building, that's going to be kind of the centerpiece. The show building that holds the ride is going to be Monsters Incorporated itself with the big M on the side with the eye.
Dude, that's just
I want to
chef's
go in.
kiss.
I just want to go there so I can get a helmet. I just want the helmet. I want to work
helmet.
there. I want to clock in so bad.
I want one of the barrels cups. You know what I'm talking about, like the yellow.
Oh my God.
That catches the scream energy. That's what I want.
Yeah, that would be sick. That would
Those.
be sick.
Yeah, no, it's about time Monsters Inc. gets the love that it deserves. I think just seeing the Monster Factory is just gonna be an amazing experience in itself.
Yeah.
And then you know me, I'm a thrill seeker. I love the roller coaster, so that's gonna be a fun ride.
Mm-hmm. Next is Galaxy's Edge, and this also is going to be happening in Disneyland's Galaxy's Edge as well. There's going to be a brand new adventure for Smuggler's Run, and that is going to involve the Mandalorian. So
Heck yeah.
it's been a way too long since we've had another adventure for Smuggler's Run. It's just been the same ride. So I understand why some people don't like Smuggler's Run at all.
It's
I
boring.
wonder who.
Once you've
not boring.
rode it once,
It's not
you've
boring.
ridden it 100 times. No, it'll
But
be cool.
now
It's
we get to
giving me
ride it
Star
100
Tours
times.
vibes.
Now we get to ride it 100
Mando.
times with the Mando. Come on.
Yeah. No, I love
Come
it.
on.
I love it.
And then lastly, for Epcot in Walt Disney World, Test Track. Big fan favorite Test Track is going to be revamped and reopening 2025 next year. It's going to be bigger,
yeah.
faster, and way more immersive, they've said. They kind of
Love
gave
it.
out some concept footage of it, not a whole lot. It's just kind of basic, kind of concept art. So, but everyone's excited for it. We've never been to Walt Disney World, so we don't know the love for Test Track that it's had for all this time.
I don't even know
So-
what that ride is, so.
Practically, it's like Radiator Springs Racers, but it's a bigger track. You're going a whole lot faster. If Test Track wasn't a thing, Radiator Springs probably would not be here. It was the
Thank you, Test
precursor
Track.
for
Yeah.
that. Of course.
No, for sure. All right.
Now we're
Banger.
heading back to my neck of the woods for Disneyland
Cali,
Resort
baby.
in California. Speaking of Cali, let's just start off with everything that's going to be happening in California Adventure. Avatar.
Yes.
They have an Avatar section of the park. Pandora is coming. It was rumored that they were going to go into part of downtown Disney and take that over, but they're not. I assume that they're going to be taking over the side of California Adventure where Monsters Inc. is. There's a huge show building that they just sell vendors merch that will probably turn into a ride. They're going to probably take that entire section over, and that's going to be Pandora.
Love it. Let's get it.
They announced that it will have one attraction. It does look like it's Pirates of the Caribbean meets Haunted Mansion type deal.
Okay.
So yeah, it looks really good. It looks very interesting. They do have Pandora in Walt Disney World, so it's very cool that we now get to get it in California. I wonder how big it's gonna be, and how they're gonna do that.
I mean, that Monsters Inc. area is pretty big if you think about it. So
that's true. I mean, if you get rid of all that, it's probably gonna be a lot bigger than we think. So
yeah, did they only announce one ride?
Yes, they only announced one ride, and
so
they didn't really say
that'll
else
probably
about it.
fit fine there.
I think so.
Yeah,
too.
it'll be super cool. We got the first Avatar movie kind of over here on the East Coast side, and then on the West Coast we'll get the Way of Water kind of themed ride.
Absolutely.
Just like we said, I'm a huge Avatar fan, so that's gonna be awesome to experience.
Lastly, in California Adventure is a big one. Avengers Campus is finally getting the expansion it's been waiting for. That stupid show building that's been in the middle, that's been taking up so much space, and everyone's wondering, is that a Quinjet ride? Which it was going to be, and then was scrapped, and it was going to be another ride, or it was going to just be a store. It was silent for too long, and now we know that it's going to be a new ride. But not only is it going to be a new ride, they're expanding the wall into the back parking lot that they have there, and it's going to be way bigger. So it's going to it's kind of going to go behind Guardians, the tower, so we get to see the back of that. So that's going to be cool.
Okay. Oh, so that's going to be huge then.
So that whole area is going to be opening up, and we're going to be getting the ride called Avengers Infinity Defense, where you're practically going in these quantum realm. It reminds me of the same technology that was in Endgame when they all the suits and stuff. I feel like it's going to be kind of like that.
Yeah.
But we're going to be going through the multiverse, battling King Thanos. Jordan editing. Put up a picture. Oh man, that dude is 8 foot tall for no reason. Homeboy is gonna be attacking different worlds apparently, and we're gonna be going through different multiverses to try to stop King Thanos. So, Infinity Defense, that's gonna be coming 2026, 2027 practically. They're gonna be starting construction more than likely later this year. And then they also announced that Stark Flight Lab is going to be another attraction that's gonna be right next to it. Practically, you're just in these robot arms. Yep. And it's just you and another person that's going to be spinning you in all kinds of crap. And it looks really cool. And the Imagineer said that it's going to be very important to ride this ride multiple times because every single ride you're going to experience a different superhero that you're going to be interacting with. So who even knows how many different, I guess, programs that they have for all different kinds of superheroes, how different the ride's going to be. But come on, man.
That'll be cool. Fun. No, and then I heard RDJ came back for that as well, so he'll be in that
probably
ride.
Either be Tony Stark or he might be Doctor Doom. Who knows?
Ooh.
Probably both.
That'd be crazy. That'd be crazy. Imagine he just both of them in the same sequence.
It happens.
We'll see. No, that's super cool that he came back. I think he missed Marvel. I think he missed. In the
Marvel
MCU.
missed him. And I think he missed making, because he made a good amount of money in Oppenheimer. He even got a little statue telling him that he was the best. So it makes sense that he's all right, I did all this stuff that I haven't been able to achieve yet. I did it in one freaking movie because that's how good he is. And now I'm going to come back to make my silly superhero movie money and get to mess around and hang out. So that's practically it's his retirement plan, dude. That's his retirement.
Pretty much.
Anyway, hopping parks now. We are going to Disneyland.
Okay.
I wish I could say that every day. We are getting our very first Coco attraction. That's going to be put into Frontierland. I'm super excited for that because I love Coco. I thought Coco was an amazing movie.
I love Coco. It's a great movie. I'm actually very surprised, though, it's not going in California Adventure, though, over in Pixar Pier, because they got the whole eating area for Coco over there. It is a Pixar movie, but
I assume
whatever.
that it's going to be going near the really good Mexican restaurant that's in Frontierland. I assume it's going to be connected to that.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say building, but that area. So I assume that's the only thing.
Probably.
I mean, because last time I was there, around this time last year, we walked by and we saw Miguel and stuff, they were all posted up right there. So I don't know if that's where they want to put them, but that's where he's at.
For sure.
Next, we finally got an announcement for Tiana's Bayou. It has an opening date, which is November 15th of this year. Man, I've seen footage and I've seen so many pictures, and it looks fantastic. And everyone that has taken those have all said that the camera does not do it justice. That it looks super, super good. So,
yeah, I've avoided everything I've seen on social media just because I want to experience this ride firsthand. The Princess and the Frog is my favorite princess movie. It's such a great story, and I think putting it into Splash Mountain's track is it's gonna tell the story perfectly. So I'm super stoked about that.
And then we get her restaurant that's also gonna be fully open by that time.
Yep.
I'm super excited to finally
Palace Place.
I'm pretty sure it's Tiana's Palace. but it might be Place.
Okay.
It might be Tiana's Place. I got to rewatch the movie. I'm super excited to try her food because like she talked about all the time how she made like gumbo and jambalaya like with her dad, and then like obviously her beignets, which got her like super famous. Like that's gonna be freaking amazing.
Yeah.
I can't wait. I cannot wait.
Oh, yes. Hungry already.
And then lastly, in Disneyland, there's going to be the first ever Walt Disney animatronic. It is going to be rotating in and out with great stories with Abe Lincoln, and it's going to be an animatronic Walt Disney giving a whole lot of his famous speeches, probably him talking about the idea of Disneyland, what it should be, and how it still is how that dream is still alive in motion today, you know. So I think it's going to be a cool little thing.
Fun tribute.
I love to hear Walt talk for like an hour and a half. I don't care. I'll go rest my legs while I go hear Walt. That's cool with me.
Yeah, it's like the parades. It's another like quick little thing to go take an easy break with, and I mean he's the founder of all this stuff we love, so it's gonna be awesome. He is. All right, man. D23 gave us a lot of good stuff to look forward to in the next couple of years.
Man, oh man.
Let us know in the comments what you guys are most excited for to come out.
Hear it.
I think in honor of ending those announcements with all the fun Disney park things coming out, I think we do a Disneyland California Adventure attraction fantasy draft.
Oh man.
Yeah?
I'm in.
You want to whip out Alexa and see who's going first?
Jordan, you want to call what side you're going to be?
Yeah, I'll take Tails.
You're going to take Tails?
Tails, I go first.
All right. Tails never fails, you know.
Tails never fails.
Please fail.
Except last episode.
Flip a coin.
Okay. Flipping.
I can't hear what she's saying.
It's Tails.
It is Tails.
Woo! Okay, all right.
Son. You're going first.
All right, Disneyland and California Adventure Fantasy Draft with the first pick. I gotta take Radiator Springs Racing.
Radiator Springs Racers.
I gotta.
For the number one draft pick?
Yeah, when I walk into Cars Land and you're just walking down Radiator Springs Main Street, that's the happiest place on earth right there. And that ride is so goddamn fun. I have to take it first. I can't let you steal that, so I'm taking that as my first pick.
Okay, that's fine.
Go.
That's fine, I guess.
Go ahead.
My first one is going to be, in my opinion, probably one of the best rides that they've done in recent history.
Okay.
And I will be taking Rise of the Resistance.
Oh.
I will be taking Rise. Rise is such a good ride. It's the main reason why, if you're gonna rope drop Disney, you rope drop Rise. You get a genie pass for Smugglers immediately, so by the time you get off, you hop on Smugglers, and you're in the cantina before it hits 9 a.m., bro. Like, it is the best first hour that you're gonna spend.
I knew you were gonna steal that from me.
Of course.
It's a good ride.
Of course I had to.
That was my second pick.
Of course it was.
All right, you got the next pick as well.
All right, the next pick, I will be taking Guardians, baby.
Damn it, I knew.
Rise and Guardians.
I knew you were going to take that.
Mm-hmm.
Shit.
Like, the music,
That's
I walk out every single time just singing the full soundtrack because it is way too good. Way too good.
Very good. Very good pick. For my second pick, I got to go Incredicoaster.
Nice.
So good. I mean, the re-theme from California Screamin', it just enhanced that ride so much. It's so fun. It's such a smooth roller coaster too.
Yeah.
Love it, love it. And then for my third pick, I got to go with the classic Space Mountain.
Space Mountain.
It's just too good. I love when they re-theme it for Halloween and for Star Wars.
Yeah.
It's just so fun. It's just such it's got the best queue. It's a very smooth roller coaster.
Man, it's great.
Very good.
Man, it's great. You can't get off of it and not want to go one more time.
Exactly.
It's way too tough. Way too tough.
Love it.
All right, so for my third pick, I will be picking Indiana Jones and the
Okay.
Temple of the Forbidden Eye.
All right.
You're not supposed to look in the eye, but I always do, and that's why we always get into trouble. But man, it is clutch. It is so
That's a
clutch.
fun one.
I love Indiana Jones with all my heart, and that
Never seen
that
it.
ride has my.
We talked about this.
I know. I just don't like that you still haven't seen it yet because I reacted very upset, and you still haven't seen it.
I haven't had time. I still also haven't seen Logan, so. Yeah, I got some homework. I know. I got some homework. I know.
So for my next one, for my fourth pick in the
Okay.
Disney and Cali draft, I will be taking Pirates of the Caribbean.
Good pick.
Come on, that ride
It's
is
a good one.
too damn good.
Yeah, that's another nice one to take a break on. You got the
Yeah.
drop right at the beginning,
Got the
but
drops.
then it's pretty
You
smooth
got
the whole way.
You got the best smell in the
It's
world.
got a good smell.
It's the best smell, and then you got the
It's so
restaurant in the
trippy
middle.
to me that you're in a building the whole time. Yeah.
Oh
that's
yeah,
a good one.
you're underground, you're under the Haunted Mansion, you're under the railroad, and you're
Yeah.
under downtown Disney.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's crazy
that's a
to
good
think
one.
about. It's so crazy to think about.
Good pick. Good pick.
All right.
All right, for my fourth pick, I'm gonna take Big Thunder Mountain Railroad.
Nice.
That's
nice.
another roller coaster. It's too good. It's so
That's
fun. It's
very
such a
good.
fun theme. I love the look of it. Like my favorite thing to do when the sun is setting, other than sitting in Cars Land to listen. Like you sit in Cars Land and you let
Oh,
the
yeah.
whole song play and they light up, and then you run over to Disneyland and you go see Big Thunder and you see the sun setting over the mountaintop. It's so beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
I love that ride. And then for my final pick, this one's more a sentimental pick. I gotta go Star Tours. I
Star
love.
Tours.
It was my favorite ride growing up. You ride it, you immediately go get back on it, and you get an entire new experience. So it's gotta be Star Tours for the fifth pick of the
Star
draft.
Tours is a good pick.
I like
good
my
pick.
list a lot.
I
So your
like your
final
list
pick.
too, but my final pick is probably going to
Mm.
be one of my favorite rides. I know a lot of people say that it's the best chiropractor on the park.
Oh,
It's the
God.
good old Matterhorn,
I
baby.
knew exactly
It's the
what you were gonna
Matterhorn.
pick just by saying that. Oh.
It's the Matterhorn. I
No,
love
that one.
oh man, I
a
love that
good
it's
ride.
mostly quiet, but the only like
What are you
time
talking
where
about?
you hear
Quiet.
dog, there's like no music at all. The only sounds
Because you can't hear
is
shit over the freaking tracks. It's so loud.
That's true, but also anytime where like the Yeti really comes and yells out, it's
The
scary,
Yeti's
dude.
scary.
And when you
Yeti's
ride it
scary.
at night, it's even better.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
I got to ride it when the fireworks were going off. So as we are cutting
That's
outside the
fun.
mountain with the fireworks going off,
That's fun.
you can't
Okay,
ask for anything
that
better.
made it a better pick just in itself, but that one hurts my hips, and it's
It-
literally
it
a
hurts.
chiropractor.
Yeah, it hurts everywhere.
That
It
one's
hurts
painful.
everywhere. But man, it's good. Man, it's good.
Yeah. All right, I think we both had really good lists.
Solid list. Solid list.
lists. Let us know in the comments who you think won. I think it was me, but
I'm 2-0. Easily 2-0. Undefeated. Unbeatable.
no.
On the
No,
number
I
one in
think
the
it's
field.
I'll-
Number one
I'll
in your
give you
heart.
this. I'll give you the Sith draft. I'll give you that. But just because you had Vader on your list, but I think I got this. Radiator
okay.
Springs, Incredicoaster, Space Mountain, Big Thunder, Star Tours. I'm coming out.
You
on
lost
top
it
all
with
day.
you lost it with Star Tours because I know
No,
for a
you
fact
lost it with Matterhorn.
what one of the top freaking mountains in the park. Hello.
Most painful.
Hello.
Most painful ride. That's why you ride it when you watch fireworks, so you leave it last because it hurts so bad.
No,
I got
because you
you.
want to ride at night because that's when all the mountain is lit up and all the like the snow
That's
is like blue and it's really cool.
No, good stuff. Good stuff. Yeah, I like
Yeah,
our list a
son.
lot. Let us know in the
Let us know.
comments
Let us know.
who you guys think, whose list you like better. Good shit, man. We're pretty much through, I feel like, announcement season. We got a lot
Yeah.
of good stuff to look forward to.
I agree.
I'm excited. All right, buddy. Well, happy birthday. I'll see you next Friday, yeah?
I appreciate you, my dude. Yes, I will.
Alright.
I'm tired.
I'm gonna go
I'm gonna go back to bed.